Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Cushite bigot and you need help immediately. Also, if you read Genesis 12:3, it says that those who bless Somalis will be blessed, and those who try to harm them will bring harm upon themselves. I didn't say that. Genesis 12:3. Just saying.
Those who bless the Somalis will be blessed, and those who curse the Somalis will be cursed, according to Genesis 42. You know, Minnesota was promised for the Somalis 4,000 years ago. This picture is clearly proof. These are the founding fathers of Minnesota. His name is Abdullah Muhammad Washington. You know, you can't tell it. It's not edited. You can argue with what I say, what are these Somalis saying, but that's the truth. Minnesota belongs to the Somalis. It's a promised holy land for them. This picture you see right now, his name is Abdi Farah. He was welcomed by the natives. They ate dinner and everything together. They had something called a Minnesota Tea Party. Now, Minnesota is a holy land for the Somalis. That's that.
Move back. Move back. Move back. Move back. Out the way, boys. Out the way. Out the way. You're gonna get knocked down. Move.
اللي سوق جرا انتو قفوا embassy لزال كورو إلى كبر لسؤال عند علي. I don't want to be here no more. I'm so tired of being here. This place. This is where I'm living. I'm so tired of it. It's just like I want to go back. I don't want to be here no more. I don't cut my hair. I don't shave. I don't do nothing. I just want to go back.
The internet has been wild these past few days with conversations about Somalis, not just from Black Americans, but even from other African communities. People have been resurfacing old clips of Somali creators and even an imam making derogatory comments about Black Americans, and now everything feels like it's boiling over. On top of that, news broke that the US has ended temporary protected status for Somalis, and instead of sympathy, a lot of people online are reacting with excitement because of past tensions and attitudes they felt disrespected by. Some Somalis online are even doubling down, saying the backlash is just jealousy, especially from Black Americans, which is only making things escalate even more. So I've put together some clips showing how Black Americans are reacting to the whole situation. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and drop your thoughts in the comments. This whole thing is layered, and I really want to hear what you think. All right, let's get into it.
I hate to be the breaker of bad news, but the fact of the matter is, we told y'all 20 years ago, but y'all was too busy. Oh, we're better. Y'all too busy doing that shit, right? Than to be listening and planning, huh? Now look at y'all. This administration on y'all ass, about to start redlining y'all, about to start taking everything away that they let y'all build, and look at y'all, didn't even build nothing for the kids. And now your kids is lost, and now they about to start filling up the prisons with them. They're not going to send y'all kids back to Somalia. They're going to start filling up the prison so they can get free labor out of y'all. Don't say we didn't tell y'all 20 years ago.
If y'all don't get y'all fraudulent scamming, cross-eyed, big four-headed, we know you married your brother, take y'all illegal scamming asses on. Get out. I'm on my way to Minnesota. I'm on my way to ask you questions. Let's go to Minnesota. Let me call my brother and my best friend, and let's start a TV show. Let's go around to all these damn places and figure. I'm already in Dearborn. Let's start there first. Those motherfuckers need to go to.
Somali leaders endorsed Donald Trump during the election, and now he wants to deport them. So if you don't remember, during the election, Somali leaders in Minnesota did a press conference where they publicly endorsed Donald Trump. Now, fast forward to recently, Donald Trump is, doing his press conference on the news, and he's saying that he wants Somali people gone. He says that he does not like them. He says that I guess the areas that they live in are poverty stricken, and they're not good people, and that's why they don't even want to live in their own country. And he knows that it's not politically correct to say that, but he don't like them and he wants them gone. There's a lot of immigrants that are learning the hard way that, your proximity to whiteness means nothing. There's a reason why a lot of black people don't care to be, in white spaces. They don't care to bootleg or none of that. There's a reason, because at the end of the day, whether you believe that you're black or not, I'm not black, I'm Somali, they don't care. So now these leaders have gotten on, national television, told their community to vote for this man, their community that probably trusts them, and that same man is talking down on them as people, talking down on their country, and wants them gone. To no surprise. And then you have Somalis now tweeting, that black Americans think it's funny. They're not worried about, what's happening to Somalis when, this is just going to intensify racial profiling, and they're now going to be racially profiled. I'm so sorry. Somali people, yeah, some of y'all are beautiful, but there's no way in hell you're going to look at me and tell me that I look like I'm from Somali. You know that I look like an African American. I'm not getting racially profiled as somebody from Somali. I'm so sorry. They have very distinct features, and it does not align with what I look like. So no, I am not worried. And I feel bad for the ones who were not naive and not dumb, but this is something that you have to take up with your community, not mine.
I've been saying that black Americans don't have allies for the longest, right? Now, this proves my point. Out there in Minnesota, a young black mother was looking for a daycare to put her children. What do you know? The Somalis run a 24-hour daycare. But when she get there, they don't want to give her a tour. They don't want to service her. And she says,
I tried to send my child to one of the 24-hour daycare centers because it was the only 24-hour daycare in Minnesota. The Somalis would not give me a tour. They did not want me to bring my kids to their daycare. It was because they was doing daycare fraud. Come to find out, another thing with them, they made it very clear their only agenda is to benefit the Somali community.
Most of these immigrants, they come here. They don't come here to ally with us blacks. They don't come here to be our friends. They don't come here to service us. They don't come here to be around us. They come here to use America for whatever they can get out of it. That's something that we all have to remember, because that's what it is. You open a business here in America, then it's for everyone. You service everyone. You don't come to America to only service your own people. And that's one of the biggest issues that white Americans and black Americans have with all immigrant groups right now in America. You guys come here and you don't even play by the rules, because before you had your own place, before you had your own little cities and towns, you had to come to our cities and towns. Guess what? You got all the services you need. So that's one of the biggest issues that black Americans have with all immigrants. You guys come here, you think you're better than us. You don't treat us with any kind of respect. You don't respect our history. You don't respect our language. You don't respect our country. You don't respect us at all. But yet you expect us to respect you. You expect us to put our bodies on the line when ICE is chasing your ass down the street. No, sir. It's never happening again. Believe me, black Americans do not have any allies, and we need to start marching and acting like it and voting and standing on that too.
To the residents of Minnesota, it has been brought to my attention that some of you fear that the Somali community is taking over the Twin Cities, the cities you've once called home. This takeover is very inevitable, as this land was promised to us by our ancestors 5,000 years ago. And unlike It's Not Real, we actually have video proof of this. Watch.
Northern regions of the Midwest located in the United States of America. You can claim this land the year 2025, and you have to make the president a guy called Prophetic, who very much looks like I am the captain now. And this is not a coincidence, but rather a prophecy foretold. I know you're wondering what this new country will be called. We will call this new country the Land of Somalia.
That being said, if you could kindly give up your homes to the nearest Somali family you can find, because we would have to hate to call the SDF, the Somali Defense Force.
These people been here for 30 years. And for 30 years, they refuse to assimilate. As a matter of fact, they done turned Minnesota into Little Somalia. Even changed the flag of Minnesota to reflect Somalia. They wasn't trying to be Americans. They were trying to recreate home. But when you tell them it's time to go home, suddenly it's a problem. When you say it's time to pack your bags because your temporary protection is over, honey. It's time to pack your bags and go home. Now, suddenly it's a problem. Oh, we Americans, though. We Americans. Since when? You ain't never tried to be American. You tried to change America. You tried to create your own little Somalia that you could safely have things your way in. Well, we're telling you that we don't want our cities changed into Somalia. We're going to give you a bus ride, a plane ride, a boat ride, and everything else you need until you back safely in Somalia. And let's hope them boats don't get pirated along the way.
That's Hassan Ali, and this is Ilhan Omar. We know who Ilhan Omar. Hassan is the president or prime minister of Somalia. They had a roundtable meeting with nothing but Africans talking about getting in to American politics, but understanding that they are 100% Somalian and they will never change. Now, in this clip that I'm about to show, Mr. Ali, Hassan Ali, is talking, and he's letting it be known that Ilhan Omar is there to take a Black American seat in Congress.
It is very important in Hantai, Somali, and West Somalia or Exodus.
They are not here to be our friends. They are not here to fight for all Black people. They are here to fight for Somalians. That's it. Those are not my words. It's their words. It's their actions, right? So before y'all jump on here, look, just another jealous Black American. I'm not jealous of anything. We can't be beat. We're undefeated here. That's something y'all forgot. Mind you, this shit was on camera. So I want to know what y'all got to say about that. I already know that Black Americans have no allies at all. We don't have friends here. We don't have allies here. You guys come over here to this country, automatically look at us as enemy number one. Then you get caught on camera doing this kind of shit. It's absolutely crazy, but I love when people show their true colors. Please tell me who you are so I can believe you the first time.
Trump is calling for the deportation for Somali people, and he is sending ICE into the Somali community. Black people, you might want to sit this one out. Even though you can look at the Somali people and see that they have black, brown skin, you cannot tell them that. They say they don't look like Black people. The culture is different. They don't want anything to do with Blackness and Black culture. They do not fuck with Black people, and they get mad if you call them Black. And the sad part is this is deeply rooted. They are taught this shit in the churches, in their communities. Just take a listen to how they talk about Black people.
Most of the people that we meet, especially African Americans, they don't even know their fathers. They don't even know their fathers. It was all of them, or most of them were the product of one night stand. One night stand. They would tell you, I don't know my father. Well, who named you? Whose name are you carrying? Well, my mother chose his name for me. I don't know. Is that what we want for our ummah? No. كلهم أو معظمهم أبناء الزنا. أبناء الزنا. Why? Because man, he has to give up the seed. And because the marriage will limit them, they will go from one to another to a third.
Somalis are not black. Let me explain why. Looking at me right now, chat. Am I black? I'm literally brown. I'm literally brown, bro. Think about it as well. Somalis are Arabs.
Are you guys black? Are Habesha people black? I would consider.
We are Somalis, not black. There, I said it.
Somalis are not black. There's a difference between African and black.
Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage.
Now, I'm not saying all Somalis feel like this. And I'm not saying that what Trump is doing is right. All I'm saying is, I'm going to just sit this one out. Do what y'all want.
So Somalians are trying to drag Black Americans into their fight. Check this out.
But Trump based his order on a report whose author has made it clear that his goal is to denationalize and deport as many Somali Americans as possible. This is not about crime. It's not about safety. This is about purging people like me from this country. Minnesota has always been a welcoming place for people fleeing a home country that is blasted by war, poverty, and hunger. Europeans in the 19th and 20th century, Black Americans from the South, Hmong.
That was a call for allyship, and they threw the race card out there. We're all black. What happened to I'm not black, I'm Somali? And what happened to the call of allyship when y'all was scamming Minnesota out of hundreds of millions of dollars? They only pull out the race card when it's beneficial to them, because before this, they'll tell you, you're jealous because Somalians are driving Priuses. And there's no allyship when they taking advantage of all these government assistance programs, HUD, public housing. They're not going to let you in their building that they're in. And these are the same people that will tell you, if you Black American Somalians will say, hey, my people came over here in planes and your people came over here in shackles and chains. Keep that same energy. I respect that. Since me and my peoples came over here in shackles and chains in a ship, I'm porting my ship right here. This is where I'm going to port my ship. Don't use black as a race card. Don't use black when it's beneficial. Keep that same energy. You not black, you Somalians. You not black, you Nigerians. Keep that same energy. Because when it's time to benefit off these government programs, like housing, all that stuff, they lock other people out. They don't care about nobody else but their own people. So why you yelling allyship now?
Why do you think Nancy Mace is targeting you as much as she is?
It's an easy clickbait. There is a lot of hate in this country for Muslims. There's a lot of hate in this country for black people, especially black women. Black people, especially black women.
Like, the racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money. And Somalis are not the only community that committed fraud, okay? We're not all committing fraud, okay? Every community has bad apples, but they're trying to use that as leverage to hate on us, right? And attack our community. But what it is like when you're an immigrant group and you're black on top of that and you're African, they hate you to be successful. They hate you to be successful. Now, if we were like European immigrants, like maybe Bosnians who are Muslims or Russians, and they become successful, nobody would blink an eye because they're white. But the fact that we're brown people from Africa, do you know what I mean? It kills them. Because the way we move, we don't move like we're inferior to anybody, right? And it's bothering them. And our name has reached the White House. That's how powerful the Somali community is. And let me tell you something. The reason why we have nice cars, nice clothes, we look good, we're shining, we're doing that, is because we work and we don't spend our money on nonsense. We don't spend our money on like the latest fashions, the latest wigs, the latest whatever. We save our money and we work as a family unit. We're not individualistic. We work as communities. We save our money and we help each other make big purchases that way. Somali community is very tight-knit. American culture is very individualistic. Everybody you're alone. You're expected to do everything yourself. In a Somali community, we work together. That's how we became successful fast. And we took, the opportunities that were given to us in this country. Is that wrong? Many immigrants before us did it. Why can't we do it? And now we're being punished for being successful too fast. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Allegedly, the Somali community funneled fraudulent autism claims back to Somalia that goes into the accounts of Al-Shabaab, an Al-Qaeda terrorist group. So President Trump terminates the temporary migrant status for all Somalians. So let's talk about it. Allegedly, the Somalians found a way to exploit the HSS program of Minnesota. These funds were designated to autism addicts, seniors, and those that needed help with housing. Word on the street, this program was ran loosely. Somali children are overly diagnosed with autism. They are enrolled in expensive social services programs. And then these inflated autism claims are submitted to Medicaid. I would say this is unbelievable, but this is happening in California as well. Within 4 years, the HSS program of Minnesota has increased from $3 million to $400 million.
Another Somalian scam in Minnesota, but this couple got away with $7.2 million. After going to court and being convicted, the judge overturned it. They had a home health care business for 2 years without a physical address, like without a building, but a P.O. box. They overcharged Medicaid, overbilled them, didn't have documentation for the services that they provided. All this was provided in the courtroom, and the judge said, nope, we're going to overturn the decision of the jury. So they got away with $7.2 million. Sarah West, the judge in Minnesota, Democratic judge in Minnesota, and then this is what the husband, I can't click out his first name right, but Youssef, last name. Yeah, crazy. So they, no accountability. You could go to Minnesota, scam millions of dollars, and you could get away with it. This is easier than robbing a bank. This is easier than robbing a bank, just falsifying a couple of documents, and there you go.
And now I'm understanding, and you're going to look at, I hear they ripped off Somalians, ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care.